Welcome back to Dragonfall. We are at the Furstel compound, the cultist compound. We're about to go inside. We've had our briefing. It's time to do what we came here to do, I guess. I appreciate all the detail that's out here, even though it's, purely for visual aesthetics. I think it sets a really solid tone for the sort of ramshackle and melancholy, but still kind of welcoming setting. The little potted palm is kind of odd, though. Of course, we're gonna explore the place. Well, I suppose... Should we look at this? The doorway shimmers with a faint red light. As you approach the door, you can feel a squirming sensation in the back of your skull. Your limbs begin to tingle, then feel heavy. The closer that you get to the doorway, the more of a struggle it is to continue moving forward. It feels as though the strength is being siphoned from your body. Step back. As you step away from the door, the crawling sensation gradually recedes. A moment later, the strength returns to your limbs. Glory stares into the light, frowning. The shrine room is through there, but this barrier wasn't here before. Harrow must have warded the doorway after I ran. How do we get through? The ward is like a lock. There must be a key. Back when I helped Harrow run this place, he and I were the only ones allowed in the shrine room. So we look for whoever has taken my place. That's where the key will be. How will we know who that is? It'll be a girl. Harrow would never take a male as his second. He wouldn't want the competition. And her hair will be fire red. It's sort of an insignia of rank within the cult. Girl with red hair. Got it. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm curious now. That was a willpower check. I don't even know. Oh, willpower is its own. Oh, it's well, I guess it's wisdom is the equivalent because it's, huh? And that's for casters, right? Just with normal non-charisma casting. Hold on. I keep forgetting intelligence is not... It's weird because, to be fair, I've always had problems with the D&D casting system and how you have different flavors of casters that come from different stat backgrounds. Because it's one thing to have, like, in-world explanations for various things, but to have 3 of the 6 stats be spellcasting, or, well, at least substantially oriented towards spellcasting has always been kind of weird. So we've got doors and presumably more doors. Yeah. Well, I guess let's do them in order. You hear a distant murmuring sound coming from inside the room. Voices, 3, maybe 4 people, all talking amongst themselves. You can't make out what they're saying, but one of the voices sounds desperate. You've heard the tone before. It's the sound of a man pleading for his life. We should keep moving. Whatever's going on in there, we don't want to get involved. Well, this is an interesting thing. We could just ignore it and try and... It sounds like somebody's in trouble in there. I don't doubt it, but we're here to kill Harrow, not the people he's brainwashed. After we've taken down the shrine, the cultists in there will be hurt, disoriented. We can deal with them then. Put your ear to the door. I'm not leaving without knowing what's going on in that room. You strain your ears to hear what the people in the other room are saying. As you focus, the sounds crystallize and become clear. You shouldn't have come here. The tools of government aren't welcome at first still. You hear a soft sound. You recognize it instantly. A blade being drawn from its sheath. We have a use for people like you. Please, think about this. I have kids at home, not much younger than you. The voice is low and full of dread. I'm not here to represent any government. I'm not a threat to you. I was only doing my job. You're wearing a uniform. That makes you a tool, and a pawn, and our enemy. Harrow said so. I'm just a park ranger. I'm only here to do a wildlife survey. I didn't even know that you people were out here. But now you do. And if you leave this place, others will find out. You brought this on yourself. No, please. The voice dissolves into a long, piercing scream. Oh boy. He's probably already dead, but I wish I could save right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm locked out of it. Yeah. Let's find out if he's dead or not. Kick open the door. Sorry, Glory, we can't let this happen. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, of course. Of course they're lighting me up with acid damage immediately. Alright. Alright, Glory, I need you to get me a sit rep on the room. Because I can't see. So, you go in first. Is there a place I can safely be? That's got some cover. The rest of this is not really cover. If I use haste on her, then I am out of AP. If I use it on myself, then I have 1 AP. This is a bad situation all around. I could use her adrenal pump. Hopefully this is over in 4 rounds. Except for I forgot it takes 1 AP, so she doesn't get it until next round anyway. I can't remember if we established whether adrenal pump and haste stack. I don't want to go here because then we're bunching together. I don't think I can hit anyone. Nope, we're just gonna move up. Hope for the best. The acid damage is fucking rude though. Okay. Guy's armor is broken. Oh, I didn't realize it had auto-selected full auto fire. That's why the numbers were so low. Do I do full auto to pull him out of cover? think so. Oh, just straight up dead. Alright, well. That was expedient. Took some damage. Unfortunate, but we'll live with it. Park ranger's alive. I'd call that a success in some level. You step toward the park ranger. His eyes are wide and they move from you to Glory to the scene of carnage in the room. It takes you a moment to realize that Glory isn't following you. You turn to find her standing in place, staring at the bodies of the slaughtered acolytes. Her expression is unreadable. It had to be done, Glory. They would have killed him. Back when I lived here, I would have too. She looks away. All that we've done is trade 2 innocent lives for 1. Maybe so, but they were the ones holding the knives. After a long pause, she nods. Yeah. The ranger staggers forward, then collapses to his knees. He's bleeding in a dozen places from long, shallow wounds. The blood pours from his body in sheets, pooling in a slick on the hardwood floor. I don't know who you are, but thank you. He grimaces and clasps a hand on his left forearm. Blood oozes between his fingers. Those monsters were going to bleed me out. They took turns cutting me, carved up my arm like a holiday roast. Can you patch him up, Glory? She kneels beside him to inspect the damage. I can fix this. He'll need a trip to the hospital, but I can get him on his feet. Glory goes to work binding the park ranger's wounds. Within a few minutes, she's staunched the worst of the bleeding. Thank you. He struggles back to his feet. I think that I can make it out of here on my own. My truck isn't far from here. When you get to the hospital, people are going to have questions. What are you going to tell them? He stares at Glory for a moment. Then his eyes flit to you. What do you want me to say? This is an interesting question. I don't really like the tell the world what's happening, because as much as this could be exposed, if we're successful in our mission, what's the outcome, you know? Either he looks crazy, or they find it and it's already dealt with, or I don't know. I think we go the middle route. Tell them whatever you like. By this time tomorrow, this place won't exist anymore. He nods. If that's what you want. He limps a few steps forward, then looks back at Glory. I owe you my life, Fraulein. I owe you both. Glory steals another glance at the dead cultists. She looks back up at the ranger and gives him a curt nod. When they took me, they confiscated my gear. I saw them stashed behind a vent in the garage before they dragged me in here. I don't need it. It'd only slow me down. I'll take it. Thanks. Glory stares at the old Trivid player. When she speaks, her voice is flat. It's unbelievable how little things have changed. I remember stealing this for Harrow. The owner, well, he didn't need it anymore. I remember how proud Harrow was, how loved I felt. I feel like all of these are lecturing Glory in some respect, and I don't feel like that's necessary. You were just a kid, and Harrow is a monster. You couldn't have stopped yourself. It'd be nice to believe that. It really, really would. She turns away from the Trivid player and stalks past you. Let's keep moving. Nothing else in that room. Is this a whole square? Yeah, it goes all the way around. Okay. There's quite a lot of doors here. All right, let's do this interior door as the next one. But we'll get to that in the next episode. See you guys then.